It's the final game of 2017 before Southern Nazarene hits the road for the whole month of December. It's the day before Turkey Day. Time to fatten up on some Crimson Storm basketball. Southern Nazarene host Nebraska-Kearney. Up next on SNUathletics.com. David Noblet alongside Chandler Stivers. And Chandler, don't expect a big crowd today. Campus actually let out yesterday. No students on campus, so not probably going to be a raucous crowd tonight. But nonetheless, a big game for Southern Nazarene, taking on Nebraska-Kearney out of the MIAA, a team that has traditionally been kind of, I won't say a powerhouse, but a traditionally strong team. These two teams have only met once. The last time they met was in Weatherford a couple of years ago. Nebraska-Kearney picks up a 95-80 win. Baranek, their big All-American that year, scores 39 points on Southern Nazarene. Maybe this is a game that Southern Nazarene can get back on their side, tie this series up 1-1, and Southern Nazarene move to 4-0 for the first time since 2014-15.
Definitely seen some good basketball out of Southern Nazarene this year. Off to that 3-0 start. Big players on their team, Jonathan Dunn, Micah Spate. Hopefully they can come out off the gate and have a good game.
Like we said, Connor Baranek had 39 points in that last meeting. Isaiah McKay, who's no longer with the Lopers anymore, had 22. For the Crimson Storm, they had 17 from C.J. Rodriguez, L.B. Willis. Both of those guys are gone. A lot of new faces on either side of this one. Southern Nazarene has 3 of the top 6 scorers in the conference. Jonathan Dunn had 26 in his first game out, had 18 the other night. Micah Spate had 26, a career high, had 21 the other night against Monticello. Southern Nazarene looking hot. 2 big wins in the conference, especially that 91-74 win over Arkansas Monticello.
Definitely. Monticello coming to that game ranked number 23 in the preseason poll. Big win for SNU, starting off conference play 2-0, their season off to a great start.
The last time Southern Nazarene had this type of start was in 2014-15. In that 2014-15 season, the Crimson Storm went 5-0 in the start. And you know, as SNU is on this start, they've already jumped into the D2 side of rankings. In the central rankings, they're ranked number 8. Nebraska-Kearney coming in at 2-3. Again, they've been kind of without one of these. I believe it's the freshman Weston Baker McGrath, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I was told from our coaches anyway. So I believe there's another guy that'll be stepping in that hasn't played yet. So we might be able to see some more guys step in. But again, that Southern Nazarene team, led by Jonathan Dunn, Micah Spate, Noah Starkey. Even though these guys are some of the top scorers in the conference early, it's the defense that's really won out for the Crimson Storm.
Definitely. They defense have a good games. They're coming in good with blocks and turnover rates. Last game they did start off pretty slow with turnovers on themselves, but their defense did step up and shut down Monticello, only allowing them to score 74 points. Crimson
Storm forcing 16.7 turnovers per game. They're actually losing in the turnover margin, but it's unreal. What they've been able to do with that turnovers and being able to put points up on the board with turnovers. They are great about capitalizing on turnovers, getting out in the break. They run the floor well, and they've got guys who can finish at the rim, and even guys off the bench, a guy like R.J. Palmer, who could come in and give good minutes.
Yeah, last game against Monticello, they did have more turnovers, but turnovers off points, SNU led in that category by a long shot. So that's one of the big reasons why turnovers haven't been that big of an issue for SNU.
Let's take a quick look at those stats for Southern Nazarene. Leading the Crimson Storm is Micah Spate and Jonathan Dunn. Spate with 22.3 points per game, Jonathan Dunn at 22 points per game, and Noah Starkey at 18.7 points per game. Noah Starkey is also averaging 8.3 points a game. He's nearly averaging a double-double on the year, and not to mention he's averaging 2.33 blocks per game. A phenomenal year for the junior out of Hutchinson, Kansas.
Definitely. He's a big powerhouse down there in the paint, easy to get the ball to with his height, and he can put up good points in the paint.
Jonathan Dunn is the GAC reigning player of the week. Averaged 22 points and 5 rebounds in wins over Southern Arkansas and Monticello. Just 2 points off the career high with 26. He had 28 last year. And what a year for the freshman last year. GAC player of the year. And you know, we knew he was going to be out that first game. Had a concussion. So we were a little bit worried how he would come out and play. Southern Nazarene pick up that win, and what a debut with 26 points in that win over Southern Arkansas.
Definitely. He's really good from three-point range, hitting 4 threes in both of his starts this year at SNU. The threes come in big play for SNU. If you can hit them three-point shots, you're going to be well off for the game.
Crimson Storm lead the GAC, 26 in Division II in free throw percentage. They've been getting to the line like nobody else. 78.7% from the line. Micah Spate, 23 of 23 to start the year. How often do you see a sophomore like that cool and calm at the line?
Not very often.
Micah Spate, again, 23 for 23 on the year. Noah Starkey is second in the GAC in blocks per game at that 2.33. He's got 7 on the year, brings his career total to 76. Stands 6th all-time in school history in block shots. Needs 12 more to catch Milorad Damjanic and Antoine Jackson for 4th. Should be an exciting game. Let's take a quick look at the Lopers. Trey Landsman leads the way for the Lopers, 24.4 points per game, 1.2 assists per game, 8.4 rebounds per game. Landsman, a 6'7", 215 senior from Harlan, Iowa. Landsman, so far again on the year, 1.6 steals per game, 1.2 blocks. Looks like the young man does it all. 8 of 20 from three-point range, shooting 40%, 72% from the field. He was all MIAA first team, not to mention he was also academic honor roll. This is one of these players that you talk about a once-a-generational type of kid that just does it all.
Definitely. He's also averaging 6 blocks a game, so that's going to come in play. Or he has 6 blocks for the year, my bad. But he's going to come in play tonight with his height, especially getting them blocks off the shot.
4 guys in double figures for the Lopers. Ty Danielson, 15.6 points per game. Lane Rorich, 13.8 points per game. And Yeshua Trent, 10.2 points per game. Looks like they are top-heavy in scoring, but this should be an awesome match. Lopers coming in 2-3, but like I said, I think they get somebody back tonight. That's what Coach Mahoney was saying, so we should expect an exciting game tonight.
Definitely. It's going to be a close game.
Well, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, Chandler will have starting lineups. You're watching Crimson Storm Basketball right here on SNUathletics.com.
And we're back here at the Sawyer Center. Starters for this game, starting with Nebraska-Kearney. It's going to be number 1, Lane Rorich, a guard from 6'2" guard from Pierce, Nebraska. Number 10, Yasha Trent, a 6'1" guard from Chicago, Illinois. Number 31, Trey Landsman, a forward, 6'7" forward from Harlan, Iowa. Number 34, Ty Danielson, a guard, 6'3" guard from Harlan, Iowa as well. And number 44, Morgan Soisey, a 6'5" forward out of Owasatomi, Kansas. Head coach, Kevin Lofton. Starting for Southern Nazarene University, the Crimson Storm, it's going to be number 3, Micah Spate, 5'10" guard from Oklahoma City, Putnam City High School. Number 13, Chris Stevens, 6'4" guard from Rowlett, Texas. Number 22, Quaylen Newton, the 6'3" guard out of Byron, Texas. Number 25, Jonathan Dunn, 6'4" guard, sophomore from San Antonio, Texas. And number 32, a 6'11" junior center from Hutchinson, Kansas. Head coach by Adam Bohawk, his 10th season. So we're going to have the start of the game coming up right after the national anthem and prayer. We'll be back here on SMUathletics.com.
And there's your starters for the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm. Crimson Storm taking on the Lopers of Nebraska-Kearney. Kearney in the blacks, trimmed in blue and gold. They'll be going left to right on your screen. Southern Nazarene in their home whites, trimmed in red. They'll be going right to left. It's the last game of 2017 here in the Sawyer Center. Again, Southern Nazarene will spend the next pretty much 6 games on the road at Oklahoma Christian, step back into the Great American Conference, at Henderson State, at Ouachita, at Southeastern, travel up the road, up 44, to take on Division I Oral Robertson in exhibition, and then they'll close out 2017 on the road at Central Oklahoma. One of 4 straight games to open up the season. Southern Nazarene, again, trying to go to 4-0. It'll be Noah Starkey for the Crimson Storm, and it'll be Trey Landsman for the Lopers with the tip. We're about to be underway here at the Sawyer Center. Tip goes to the Lopers. It'll be over to Rorich, right side. Crimson Storm come out in a man-to-man. Right side over to Susie. Back up top to Trent. Trent left wing drives, goes up with the left hand, throws it up and in, and the Lopers are on the board right out of the gate. Don't know if Micah Spade got hit in the eye or something, but he kind of came up looking, trying to see a little bit there. Crimson Storm down early, 2-0. Up top to Dunn. Dunn right side over to Spate. Spate comes across the right elbow over to Stevens. Dunn will have it left side back up to Quayla Newton. Left block is Starkey. Starkey spins off the glass, no good. Tip by Dunn, doesn't go. Rebound will go into the hands of Susie. Rorich now will have it. Left side, back over to Danielson. Foul's going to be called as it drops down into Landsman in the post.
Fouls played a big role in that game against Monticello, as SNU had a lot of fouls. It was over 30 for the game. A lot of people had multiple fouls, 2 players with 4, so hopefully fouls won't become a big issue in this game.
Having an issue there, Travis Veach, the athletic trainer for Southern Nazarene, looking at Micah Spade over here. Looking at that eye. I wonder if he just got it kind of scratched or whatever might have happened. They're checking in on him. Foul was going to be called on Quayla Newton, first on the team as well, his first. Hey, you were talking about those fouls. There were 71 fouls called against Southern Arkansas, 94 free throws that were shot. To me, that had to be something with, along the lines of, I was thinking a conference record.
Definitely. There were a lot of fouls, a lot of moving screens called in that game. The refs are very nitpicky about the moving screen.
Lopers will inbound it. Right into Danielson. Danielson kicks it back out. He gets it back on the right side. Guarded by Dunn. Back over to Susie. Tips it around. Stevens almost came away with a steal there. Into the lane. Back outside to Susie. Susie from about 15 feet finds nothing but air. Rebound goes to Newton. Right side over to Stevens. Up top to Dunn. Left wing over to Johnson. Comes off a Starkey screen. Looks for Starkey. Can't find it. Stevens dumps it down into Noah. Noah spins to off his right shoulder. Easy 2 and lay in. And the Crimson Storm are on the board. Tied up at 2. We're just a couple of minutes in. That one's tipped out of bounds by Starkey. It'll stay with the Lopers.
Starkey's going to be a big role in this game as he has that height down there in the paint. If you can continue to get the ball to him and continue to put it in the basket, he's going to have a really good game today.
Another pause as they wipe up some sweat. Guys must have worked themselves up in a bit of a tizzy before the game even started. We're not even 2 minutes in and we got sweat on the floor. Guys just working hard, getting ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow. Up top is Trent. Trent right side over to Rowich. Rowich drives, makes a nice little juke, goes up over the top of Starkey, bounces around off the rim about 3 times, and goes down. 2 points for Rowich. 4-2 lead. 18 minutes left. They try to dump it into Starkey there. Gus Stevens tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crimson Storm. 17:56 left on the clock. 23 on the shot. Zach Johnson will inbound under the basket, under the Storm's own basket. Up here to Dunn. Dunn left wing. Dunn makes a drive, gets inside, little 15-foot jumper, and floats it in. So soft with that jumper is Jonathan Dunn. He's on the board with 2. We're tied at 4. Rorich has it at right side. Here's Susie. Susie drives on Starkey, tipped away by Newton. Stevens will come up with it. Stevens brings it across half court. No numbers, kicks it over to Dunn. Dunn fakes the 3, backs it back out, and the Crimson Storm will run an offense. Left wing to Newton, just inside the 3. He gets that one to fall. Crimson Storm take their first lead of the game. They lead 6-4 with 7:22 left to play. Good start by Quaylen Newton. Rorich has it up top, guarded by Stevens. Over to the right side, over to Landsman. Landsman brings it up, now back up to Rorich. Right side, over to Susie. He holds off. Trent drives. He goes through the lane. Fakes, misses it, tipped around. Comes into the hands of Johnson. Johnson on the ball. He's hit hard from behind in the head. They're going to call a foul. Probably on Landsman. Actually, the foul's probably going to be on Ty Danielson. It is going to be on Ty Danielson. First foul on the Lopers. First team foul on the Lopers. 16:58 left to play. Crimson Storm with a 6-4 lead. They'll inbound it into Dunn. That one's tipped. Knocked out of bounds by the Lopers. Stevens will inbound it in front of the Lopers' basket. Up top to Spate. Spate comes back in. Johnson had some good minutes there. Up top to Spate. Looks like he actually got hit in the nose. He's got, nose packed a little bit as he tries to lay it in. Can't get it to go. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crimson Storm. Must have got popped in the nose there.
Yeah, probably on that first play down there whenever they scored, the Kearney scored their first points. And you saw him kind of jerk his head back. So must have took a shot to the face.
Dunn can't get that one to go. Rebound goes to the Lopers, Ty Danielson. He'll push it across half court quickly. He's into the lane, gives it up to number 40. Tries to lay it in, can't get it to go. Connor Burns tried to lay it in. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Carter Burns, a 6'6 junior from McKinney, Iowa. Foul's going to be called on Newton. He's already got 2. And you see R.J. Palmer getting ready to come into the game. Talked about that foul trouble that Southern Nazarene is in. It depends on how the officials will call it. But if they call it tight, we'll see how deep that Southern Nazarene bench gets.
Definitely. SNU's already doing good this game. Last game they had 4 turnovers at this point. In this game they have 0 so far. So they're doing really good keeping the ball on offense and getting the shots off.
Burns misses the first, misses the second as well, tipped around into the hands of R.J. Palmer. Palmer, kind of that tweener between 3 and 4, gives you some great minutes off the bench, super athletic. He actually talked to Ryan Mahoney the other day, said he's one of their best passers. Looks at a 3, but turns it down. Dunn looking for Starkey. Up top to Stevens. Left wing over to Spate. Spate comes off a screen, left elbow. Up top to Dunn. Dunn will fire a 3 from the right side. Gets that one to go. Jonathan Dunn with 5 points. Crimson Storm up 9-4. Crimson Storm on a 7-0 run right now. Landsman drives in, guarded by Starkey. Starkey keeps him in front of him. Right block, picks it up, back out top. Landsman looks, drives to the left side, goes up. Can't get it to go. Good defense there by the Crimson Storm of Starkey and Palmer. Spade dribbles around, now left side to Dunn. Dunn fakes the 3, dumps it inside to Palmer, left block. He turns, faces up, goes up, lays it in, and 1. Nice move by R.J. Palmer. He'll go to the line for 1. And we'll take a timeout. 15:35 left to play. Southern Nazarene leads 11-4. You're watching Crimson Storm basketball right here on SNUathletics.com. 15:35 left to play. We took our first media timeout. Southern Nazarene on a 9-4 run. They woke up after they got down 4-2, Chandler.
Definitely. They're doing really good at getting their shots off. They have 9 shots compared to Nebraska-Kearney's 4, and they've made 5 of the 9 where Nebraska-Kearney's only made 2.
Palmer to try to complete the traditional three-point play. Can't get it to fall. 4 different players have combined for the 11 points for the Crimson Storm. Dunn leads the way with 5. Trent has it left wing. Up top to Landsman. Landsman will kick it on over to Danielson. Trent has it again back up left wing. Up top to Burns. Now back over to the right side to Danielson. Daniel may have been tipped. Comes down in the hands of Spate. Spate will bring it across half court. Didn't have numbers. Loper's doing a good job getting back on transition defense. Spade will bring it to the left side up top to Stevens. Stevens looks for Dunn, right side, gets on the right wing. Dunn goes left off a screen through the lane, dips it off to Noah Starkey, and quick up and in for Noah Starkey. They take the run up to 11-0 run right now for the Crimson Storm. Danielson has it, looking for Rorich, can't find him. Landsman dumps it outside to Trent. Trent drives left baseline. He goes up, tipped away, but he'll be fouled by Micah Spate. He'll go to the line for 2. First foul called on Micah Spate, 3rd on the team. Trent will go to the line for 2. Trent so far on the year, 77.3% of the line, 17 of 22. Misses the first one. Zach Johnson will check back in. He'll check back in for Chris Stevens. Crimson Storm will be real quick at the 1 and 2 here. All 3 of their guard spots. Be able to move quick with Stevens, Johnson, Dunn on the floor. Dunn grabs the rebound, misses both. Spade has it, comes off a screen. Spade comes back, he fires it'll be a 2, must stepped on the line, but drained it. 13-0 run for the Crimson Storm right now. They lead 15-4 with 14:12 left to play. Here's Landsman for a 3. That one goes off. Shooting woes continue for the Lopers. Johnson comes down with a rebound. Dunn picks it up. May got away with a walk right there. Dunn spins, right side 15 feet, and he's feeling it right now. 17-4, timeout Lopers. Crimson Storm leads 17-4, 13:56 to play. We'll take it with them. You're watching Crimson Storm basketball right here on SNUathletics.com. Back here inside the Sawyer Center, David Knob alongside Chandler Stivers. Southern Nazarene, 17-4 lead right now. They lose it inside. Comes up with it is Dunn. Looks like players hurt back here for Lopers. Here's R.J. Palmer, goes to the line. Oh, they're going to call a charge on Palmer. And it looks like Lane Rorich hurt. 6'2" senior out of Pierce, Nebraska. He'll take a seat, may have rolled that ankle, tried to go through the lane, didn't get the foul. They're letting them play a little bit more tonight, Chandler.
They are. They're not calling as many fouls. SNU already has 4 personal fouls this game. Newton with 2, excuse me. So if SNU can quit giving them free throws on the fouls, I think they're going to be coming out great in this game.
Palmer's first foul, team's 4th. Trent drives in out to Landsman. Landsman drives, fakes, goes in. Oh, and blocked out of there by R.J. Palmer. They throw it up front, toss it over to Zach Johnson. Kicks it back out. Dunn fakes. He goes into the lane. Up and under. And oh, so pretty. The Crimson Storm are on fire tonight. 17-0 run right now for SNU. Tipped away by Palmer. Here comes the Crimson Storm again. Palmer with another tip and a block. So good defensively. We talked about it before the game. Southern Nazarene just all over the place on the defensive side, Chandler.
SNU already has 4 steals in the game and 2 blocks. in the first 7 minutes of this game. If they can keep that up, they're going to have a great game defensively.
Foul's going to be called on Noah Starkey with a push-off. Palmer hesitated about 2 or 3 times and thought, why not? We'll see what's going on. And we'll see if Palmer has a seat after that shot. It'll be Starkey for Starkey. Jared Starkey comes in, older brother to Noah Starkey. Jared Starkey, the 6'10", 220 senior out of Hutchinson, Kansas. Only senior on the Crimson Storm team this year. He is the seasoned vet. Very intelligent. Doesn't do a lot of things, dumb things, and will give you good minutes off the bench. Starkey was a starter 2 years ago. Played against this Nebraska-Kearney team, but that's when they had those. They put in those new rules of freedom of movement, and Jared fouled out in 9 minutes. Tipped away. Spade will come up with a steal. He's going to race up the court. He goes up and under, lays it off the glass. No good. It's going to be a jump ball, and it'll stay with the Crimson Storm.
Coming in this game, we were talking about Trey Landsman being the all-time score leader last season for this team. He has 0 points, and he's 0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 1 from three-point range so far. So he's definitely off to a slow start in this game.
Southern Nazarene with that smothering defense. We'll see if Nebraska-Kearney can turn it back on. Dumps it inside to Palmer. Now back into, looks like a 2-3 zone for Kearney. Dunn tries to break the zone off the glass. Almost got it to go. Bank was not open for Dunn there. Trent brings it up the court quickly. Kicks it over the left side to Landsman. Up top to Trent. Southern Nazarene on a 17-0 run. 12 minutes left to play. Up top to Landsman. Landsman will fire a three. And there he goes. That's what Nebraska-Kearney's going to look for, is to get him many opportunities to let it rip. First points of the night for Landsman. 19-7, and that breaks a 17-0 run for the Crimson Storm. They lead 19-7, 11:42 to play. Spade has it up top. Palmer had it. Tipped away. Had it at the high post. Here's Landsman. They get out in transition. Landsman misses. Palmer with good defense. Landsman goes back up, and he's fouled. Will it be on the floor, or will he get 2? Foul's going to be called, I believe, on Jared Starkey. He will shoot 2. It'll be a media timeout. 11:30 to play. 19-7 lead for Southern Nazarene. We'll take it with them. You're watching Crimson Storm basketball right here on SNUathletics.com. Back here inside the Sawyer Center, Crimson Storm lead 19-7. David Noblet, Chandler Stivers on the call. First half, Crimson Storm started on a 17-0 run. They led 19-7. Landsman at the line hits the first of 2. Hits the second. Now that's 5 straight for the Lopers. 19-9. They go into a 1-2-2 press. Crimson Storm break it. Almost got away from Quaylen Newton, but Micah Spate corrals it. Lopers fall back into that 2-3 zone. Right elbow is Newton. Whip it around. So what you got to try to do with the zone is get that zone shifting, look for gaps, get it into the short corner like they did with Stevens, but he got it tipped away and into the hands of number 5, A.J. Jackson, sophomore from Bellevue, Nebraska. Lopers try to get in transition. Spins up and under. What a move by Yeshua Trent. Put Quaylen Newton on skates. and a timeout call by the Crimson Storm, a 7-0 run by the Lopers. We'll keep it right here. Southern Nazarene up 19-11. It's been kind of a game of runs early. Lopers score the first, go up, take a 4-2 lead. Southern Nazarene goes on a 17-0 run to lead 19-4, and now the Lopers have scored 7 straight.
Yeah, the Lopers coming out, finally starting to make some shots. They're 4 from 10 now, shooting 40%, 1 from 3 from three-point range. And the 2 free throws are 2 for 6 on free throws, so they're missing those easy baskets. SMU's only 0 for 1 on free throws on that three-point play by Palmer, but 9 for 16 from the floor, shooting 56%.
This is a Lopers team that's shooting 76.8% from the line. They are 96 of 125. So they're getting to the line quite a bit. They're actually shooting better, or shooting right around the same as what Southern Nazarene is. But like you said, only 2 of 6 tonight. You wonder if it's that jet lag. I don't know if they flew or drove. I would assume they drove. But, man, that's a bit of maybe some travel. That one's blocked. Lopers have got it going, though, into the hands of Starkey. That one's tipped. Will be out of bounds, stay with Southern Nazarene. Looks like the Lopers have got a little bit back, some life back into them now.
Yeah, they started off pretty slow, but after the timeout by their coach, they come out stronger. They did the press and ended up getting a couple turnovers from SNU, giving them the ball back.
Starkey now takes it. It'll be Spate, and SNU will reset the offense. Coleman Edwards checks in for the Crimson Storm. Edwards, the 6'1", 180 junior out of Sugar Land, Texas. Here's Edwards for 3 from the right side, off the left side of the rim, a little bit long. And the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm have gone cold a little bit. Left side is Landsman. Dumps it inside. That one may have been blocked by Newton. Jackson thought he got fouled. I don't know if it was a block or a foul. Either way, it's going to go down as a block in the stats. Edwards has it right side, up top to Spate. Spate left side to Johnson. Johnson looks for Newton. Newton on the left baseline, back up top to Edwards. Edwards looks at the top of the key. Spate right wing, dumps it inside to Newton at the elbow. He fires a 15-footer. Can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of Trent. Storm have gone cold here in the last few minutes. Here's Trent. Boy, makes some nice moves. He's fouled, gets it, and one. Boy, Trent has some shifty moves. Has put a couple of SNU defenders off balance.
Once again, the penalty comes into play, and he's going to get another free throw opportunity. SNU already has 7 personal fouls in this first half compared to the Lopers only have 2.
Trent now with 6 points. Make that a 9-0 run. With the free throw coming. A 10-0 run now for the Lopers. 19-14, 9:27 left here in the first half. Already an exciting game, Chandler.
Yeah, Jonathan Dunn has started off really hot with 9 points already. SNU has been on kind of a cold streak. They missed the last couple shots. Let's see if they can get it back here.
Here's Edwards from the right side. He's long again for the second time from the right baseline. Edwards looking for that right 3, and Southern Nazarene has struggled in the last few minutes. Landsman makes a fake, almost had it, lost handle of it, up top to Trent. Go back to Landsman, left baseline for 3. He airballs it into the hands of Newton. Johnson will bring it up left side. Left wing is Newton. Newton can't find anybody. Left baseline to Edwards. Here's Newton. Newton has it in the lane. Good defense here by the Lopers, getting to shooters quickly. Starkey can't handle the pass inside, and another steal for the Lopers. Here's Trent. Trent races behind his back, spins. Can't find anything. Here's a 3 from the left side. That one goes by Kyle Jewell. 19-17.
Lopers coming out strong here after the timeout, scoring.
Tosses it inside to Starkey. Starkey can't get it to go. May have got away with a foul there. But right now it's a 13-0 run for the Lopers. Chance to take the lead right here. Can't get it to go. Into the hands of Newton. Jackson couldn't get that one to go from the right side. Back and forth battle here. Closest they've been since early in the game. Right side to Edwards. Big skip pass over to Johnson. 3 for Dunn. He gets it to go. Breaks the run. Jonathan Dunn now. with 12 points. He leads the way for the Crimson Storm. 22-17 lead for the Crimson Storm. Here's Jackson for two. That one's blocked by Newton. Into the hands of Edwards. He'll bring it across half court. See if the Crimson Storm can get back on a run. Right elbow is Newton. Newton with a little 7-foot floater. Gets that one to fall. So 5 straight for the Crimson Storm. Got to do math. I got to use my toes at some point. 24-17 lead for Southern Nazarene. Ty Danielson now left side. Here's Danielson driving in. Just shoves off Johnson. Can't get it to go into the hands of Starkey. Here's Edwards. He'll bring it across half court. Zach Johnson left wing. See if the Crimson Storm can hit some from the outside as Dunn fires. He misses. Got to take those if you're done to an extent. I mean, they're going to give you that much room. You're used to hitting them from out there. 24-17 lead for the Crimson Storm. Here's Landsman, makes a good move into the lane. Blocked by Newton, but he's fouled. See if they call the foul on Quaylen or if they call it on Noah. Foul's called on Newton. That'll be his third. Team's 8. 8 fouls now on the Crimson Storm, 2 on the Lopers. Timeout on the floor. It is a media. We'll take it with them. Crimson Storm lead 24-17, 6:18 left to play. You're watching Crimson Storm basketball right here on SNUathletics.com. Back here inside the Sawyer Center, Landsman at the line for 2. Hits the first, make it 24-18. Landsman so far on the 8th, now 3 for 3. That's his 6th point of the night. And 4 for 4. He's got a smooth stroke there, Chandler.
Yeah, he does. He's got more points on the free throw line than he does on the actual field.
24-19, 6:13 left to play. Staying in that 2-3 zone. We'll see if the Southern Nazarene can put the ball around the key and try to pull them out of that zone with some shots from the outside. This is the group to do it. Spade inside with a little floater. He's hit around. Tipped by Palmer. Tipped by Starkey. Into the hands of number 30, Austin Luger. Luger checks into the game. 6'8", 220 freshman from Alliance, Nebraska. Trent has it right side. SNU stays in the man-to-man. Luger fires for 3. Can't get it into the hands of Starkey. Spade will bring it across half court. Push Dunn on through. Dunn top of the key over to the right side to Stevens. Inside to Palmer. Palmer crashes in. He goes up. Can't get it to go. Tipped around. Starkey can't get it. Tipped out of bounds to Luger. Luger will come up with it. And now Danielson will push it up. Now to Trent. Boy, Trent is so quick. Landsman looks for the 3. Can't get it. Dumps inside to Luger. Luger can't handle it. Spade up with the steal. Spade's going to race down. Spade out in front. 2-on-3 break. Stevens goes up. Can't get it. Maybe blocked away. Foul's going to be called on Chris Stevens. It'll be the 9th team foul. It'll be 1-1 for the Lopers. SNU already in foul trouble. 5:05 left to play in the first half. Brady, go ahead.
SNU's winning at the rebounds, though. They have 19 already compared to Nebraska's 13. They have 6 offensive rebounds, which is playing a big reason and why they're winning.
Ty Danielson at the line for a 1-1. His goes in, hits the first. Danielson now with his first points on the night. 1 of 1 at the line. 6 for 10 are the Lopers at the line tonight. 24-20 lead for the Crimson Storm. Second one on the way and good. Now 7 of 11. After missing their first few, the Lopers have started to heat up a little bit at the line. Brady Mulkey checks in for the Crimson Storm, 6'7", 215 sophomore out of Royce City, Texas. So it's Dunn, Spate, Johnson, Mulkey, and Jared Starkey on the floor for the Crimson Storm. Mulkey has it in the short corner. He backs it down. Here's Johnson. Right side for three. Gets it to go. Zach Johnson, his first points of the night, makes it 27-21. Luger now fires the three from the top of the key. He gets it to go, and the Lopers answer. Luger was with his first points of the night. 27-24. Johnson right side. Here's Starkey. Starkey short corner, kicks it up top to Dunn. Right back to Johnson. Inside to Mulkey with a 10-footer. Can't get that one to go off the back of the rim. Trent pushes it up. Here's Landsman left side. Guarded by Mulkey. Luger, he's just going to take it and let it rip, and what do you know? Tie ball game. 27 all with 4 minutes to go. And Luger is quickly answering with points off the bench for the Lopers. Right side to Spate, dumps it inside to Starkey. Starkey quickly inside to Mulkey, up and under inside for two. Great job by the Crimson Storm right there.
Lopers have 9 points off the bench, and a big part is Luger coming in with those 2 threes, back-to-back threes for the Lopers.
Left side to Trent, fakes, draws the double team. Landsman for three. Can't get it to go, tipped around. Luger comes down with it, taken away by Zach Johnson. Over to Spate. Spate will bring it across half court. Inside to Mulkey. Mulkey fakes. Inside, back out to Spate. Johnson from the left side for three. Can he get it to go? Tried to get it over the hands of Jewell, but shot it too hard. Danielson fakes, dips it inside to Luger. Luger gets it to go. 29 all. Luger, 11 points quickly off the bench. 10 points off the bench.
SU needs to get more shots. They're doing pretty good on shots, but Jonathan Dunn is leading the way in scoring with 12 points, and nobody else has any more besides Newton and Starkey.
Zach Johnson through the lane on that one for the easy lay-in. He gets 2. Johnson now with 5. Landsman down inside, goes up, blocked maybe by Mulkey or Starkey. They get it back, tipped around, tries to dump it inside to Landsman. That's a great pass there by Trent, and they'll pull it out and reset. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Danielson shoots, tipped around into the hands of Mulkey. Crimson Storm will stop it. Slow the pace down a little bit with 2:10 left to play. They lead 31-29. Boy, exciting game so far, Chandler.
Definitely.
Left side over to Spade, up top to Johnson. Right side over to Dunn. Quickly whipping it around the key is the Crimson Storm. Over to Spate. Spate fires a three from the right side. He gets it to go. Teardrop three from the right side. Crimson Storm take a 35-29 lead. Spate now with 5 points. His first 3 of the night.
It's good to see the sharing of the points here, not just relying on Jonathan Dunn as they were in the first 17-point run they had.
Trent with a beautiful layup through the middle of the lane. He's so quick. Timeout called by Nebraska-Kearney. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Southern Nazarene leads 34-31. 7 players for the Crimson Storm already in the books. Jonathan Dunn leads the way with 12 points. Zach Johnson with 5 off the bench. Micah Spate with 5. Quaylen Newton with 4. Crimson Storm have been in foul trouble. Great to still have a 34-31 lead with a 9-2 foul difference.
Definitely, but they have given them 11 free throws, which they have made 7 of. After going 0 for 4, they made 7 for 7 on free throws. Those are easy points for them compared to we only have 1 free throw, and it was missed by R.J. Palmer on that 3-point play. It's going to come into a big factor late in the game.
That's where I think that, with Nebraska-Kearney being in that zone, you're going to have a lot more jump shots. You got to try to work it, get into that short corner, get it into the high post, and try to force it down to the block or that skip pass across from that short corner. Got to be able to break that zone if you want to get to the line.
Definitely. You got to try to find the paint and go for the shots and get the fouls.
You got guys like Noah Starkey. Looks like Noah Starkey's been kind of held in check tonight. 2 of 5. Only has 4 points. And rebounds for Starkey, he's got 3. Kind of been held in check for a guy who's nearly averaged a double-double.
Definitely. With his height down there in the paint, this game, there's guys that are about the same height as him down in the paint with him, but usually he towers over everybody. So getting the ball is not that big of a challenge usually, but tonight it's being seen as a challenge.
Maybe one of the bigger teams that Crimson Storm have played is those, country boys out of Nebraska, some big old boys. And we saw this kind of last year with Northern State and Minnesota State Moorhead. Just a bigger team that you see out of the MIAA and NSIC sometimes. Spate quickly through the lane, off the glass, a soft lay-in, and the Crimson Storm have pushed the lead to 36-31. Micah Spate getting it going late. He's now got 7. Rorich brings it, picks up his dribble left side, over to Danielson. Back up top to Landsman. Jackson now has it right side. He drives left to the left elbow, picks up his dribble. Over to Danielson, guarded by Dunn, comes off a screen, double teamed. Zach Johnson almost had a steal there, but Rorich will fire a 3 from the left side, doesn't go down. Foul's going to be called on Luger. Oh, wait, no. They called Zach Johnson for the foul. I thought they called it on Luger, and they're saying Luger's going to be at the line shooting 2. Adam Bohach is beside himself right now.
It's the 10th personal foul this half. Zach Johnson's first.
Luger nearly missed the whole rim there, kissed it off the front. And Coach Bohach just said, just kind of nonchalantly, a little passive-aggressive, can we call this on both sides, please? 10-2 on the fouls. Don't really want to get on officials there, but when you got 8 fouls in the difference, if I'm a coach, I'm probably arguing the same thing.
Definitely.
Luger misses that one, so ball don't lie maybe a little bit there. 36-31, about a 11-second difference in the shot clock and game clock. Dunn has it out high. We'll see if Southern Nazarene tries to run as much down off the clock as they can. Dunn has it, trying to go one-on-one. They go to a man-to-man now. Does Nebraska-Kearney. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. 5, 4. Dunn fires a 3. Gets it to go! 39-31, a buried tray for Jonathan Dunn. Up top is Rorich. Rorich drives right side. 5 seconds left. Up top to Landsman. Landsman drives into the lane. Here's Luger for a short 2. He doesn't get it to go, and the Crimson Storm will take an 8-point lead into the half. Boy, the last 30 seconds there of the half has been pretty much the whole 20 minutes of the first half.
Definitely. Jonathan Dunn laying down that nice 3-point shot with the defender in his face. That was his 3rd 3-pointer of the half. So he's already 3 for 5 with 15 points in his first half.
Boy, if you are not in here and you're at home, I hope you're watching it, because if you were here, the student section would be on fire if this game was in when the students were here on campus. This has been arguably one of the most exciting games of the year so far, and we've only been 4 games in.
Definitely. The back and forth, but going through this half after the 2 big runs, SNU went on that 17-point run, and then Nebraska-Kearney came on that 13-0 run. So after that, it's been back and forth, good shots after good shots.
It's 39-31. Southern Nazarene leads. It's halftime. Boy, folks, get you something to drink, grab a little bite to eat, maybe check on the turkey that's cooking. Come back. We've got an exciting half of basketball. We'll be right back with some first half stats. You're watching Crimson Storm basketball right here on SNUathletics.com. Back at the half, David Noblin alongside Chandler Stivers. Excuse me. Let's take a look at the first half stats. Jonathan Dunn leads the way for the Crimson Storm, 6 of 10 from the field, 3 for 5 for three-point range, 3 rebounds. Micah Spate with 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 for 1 from outside, 3-point range, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Quayla Newton with 4 points, 2 for 3 from the field, 3 rebounds. Noah Starkey, 4 points, 2 for 5. He's got 3 rebounds. R.J. Palmer with 2 points. Zach Johnson with 5 points off the bench, 2 for 4, 1 for 2 from three-point range. And Brady Mulkey with 2 points, 1 for 3 from the field. Crimson Storm 17 of 38, 44.7%, 5 for 11 from three-point range. Chandler, your thoughts on Crimson Storm here in the first half?
Did a really good job at getting the shots off, especially the three-point shots, already shooting 11 threes, making 5 of them. 38 shots, that's incredible. 22 rebounds, that's a really good number, especially with the 7 offensive rebounds. Anytime you get an offensive rebound to get a second chance to score some points, it's going to be good. Jonathan Dunn leading the way. I'd like to see some more output from other players such as Micah Spate, who has 7, maybe Zach Johnson with 5. Just try to get their point numbers up. Micah Spate had 22 points it was last game. So if he can score some more points and get the offense going a little bit more. Great job on defense, though, only having 4 turnovers themselves and having 7 steals. Really good job on defense for them.
Leading the way for the Lopers, Yeshua Trent. He's got 9 points. Off the bench is Luger. Austin Luger with 8 points for the Lopers. Lane Rowich has got 2 points. He's 1 of 2 from the field, 0 for 1 from three-point range. Trent is 4 for 4 from the field, 1 of 3 at the line. Landsman, the leading scorer for the Lopers. Trey Landsman, so far on the night, he's got 7 points. He's 1 of 8 from the field, 1 for 3 from three-point range. He's got 3 points from the field, 4 at the line, so you expect Landsman to come back hot, but that's also good defense for the Crimson Storm. Ty Danielson has 2 points, 0 of 3 from the field, 0 for 2 from three-point range. Both of his points have come at the line. And Kyle Jewell also with 3 points for the Lopers. Lopers 10 of 27 from the field, 37%, 4 of 12 from three-point range, 33.3%. And a little surprising for Nebraska-Kearney, 7 of 13 from the line, 53.8%.
Yeah, definitely. SNU has 10 personal fouls in the first half, giving them 13 free throws. Those are easy points. SNU only has 1 free throw, and that was from R.J. Palmer, and he missed it. It was 0 for 1, shooting 0% in the first half. So SNU needs to try to drive in that lane more and get some more fouls, try to get to the line more often, and also cut back on their fouls and try to keep them from the line. Giving them those free points is gonna help the Lopers come back late in the game and try to narrow the gap towards the end.
Southern Nazarene trailed 4-2 with just 2 minutes into the game, went on a 17-0 run to lead 19-4 with 13:21 left in the first half, but the Lopers answered. Lopers came back, tied the ball game at 27-all with 4:08, and it's been back and forth from then on. At 29-29, Zach Johnson got a 2 to fall to lead 31-29. SNU pushed it to 34-29 with 1:55 left on a Micah Spate 3, and the Crimson Storm got it rolling late again at the end of the half after a Jonathan Dunn 3 with 16 seconds left. That's where we stand. 39-31, Crimson Storm lead. We're just about ready to get the second half underway. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. You're watching Crimson Storm basketball right here on SNUathletics.com. Back underway here at the Sawyer Center, second half. Lopers will be going right to left on your screen. Crimson Storm going left to right. 19:40 left. We're underway here in the second half. Here's Trent for three off the back of the rim. Great rebound by Chris Stevens. Kind of sneaky athletic is Chris Stevens. Stevens has it left side. Dunn hits the floor. Hits a wet spot maybe. May have to come back out and wipe that down. Starkey inside, little floater. Gets it to go. Does a great job of using that left elbow to kind of a little bit of a hook there. The Crimson Storm are back out in front by 10.
Starkey coming out first 2 points of the half. That gives them 6 for the day. It's 3 for 6 on the night.
Something we talked about is try to establish that inside presence. First 2 points out of the gate for the Crimson Storm is down off the block. Oh, leaves Landsman wide open. Can't do that. Got away with one there, did the Crimson Storm. Landsman still struggling from the field. He's 1 for 9.
Yeah, coming to this game being the leading scorer, his all-time high is, I think, is 39 points in a game. So to have him be 1 for 9, definitely shutting him down defensively.
Back right inside to Starkey again, and they go right at Landsman. And what do we talk about? Getting to the line. Got to break that, that zone down, get it down on the block, and first 2 times down, they throw it right to Starkey.
Yeah, and Starkey's getting to the line for the second and third free throws for the day.
Starkey so far on the year, a 75% free throw shooter. Must have just jinxed him because he missed the first one. 12 of 16, now 12 of 17 on the year. Still, an improved free throw shooter from last year. Man, misses both. Got to keep my mouth shut, I guess, Chandler. 41-31, 18:35 left. We talked about Landsman. Landsman's a 55% shooter from the field on the year, 40% from three-point range. So maybe it's just the Sawyer Center and depth perception.
Definitely shooting just over 10% today.
And Rorich hits that one from the left side. He now has 4 points. First points of the half for Rorich, 41-33. Spade has it right side, comes off a screen, crossover through the lane, easy two. Lays it in from the left side. Great move by Micah Spate. Crimson Storm back up by 10. 18 minutes left. Danielson has it. Trying to find Rorich coming off a screen. Up top to Trent. Trent looking down inside for Danielson. Excuse me. That was Susie. Throws it up top to Dunn. Oh, almost had the alley-oop. They call a technical foul on Jonathan Dunn. He's saying he had somebody under him. That's unreal. He was hanging on the rim because he was about to fall off the rim or he had somebody under him. See if they'll correct him on that. Foul's going to be a 25. They call a technical foul, and Adam Bohach is about to come unglued. He was swinging on the rim, had somebody under him, and he was trying not to fall. He's trying to hang on so he doesn't hit the ground.
These fouls continue to be an issue for SNU. That one could have gone either way, just the opinion of the referee there. So the Loper is going to get 2 shots here. Actually just going to inbound it.
Did they actually call it? Did they shoot one down here? It says 43-34 on the stats. It's actually 43-33 is what they have on the scoreboard. And Quaylen Newton throws that one out of bounds. You wonder if that technical foul might be a little bit of just more of a spark for Southern Nazarene. Boy, Dunn just missed throwing that one down.
He did.
Bounced it off the side of the rim. That was a great pass by Micah Spate. Spate gets a steal, races down. He'll lay it in. Crimson Storm push it back to 12. The defense is doing it again for Southern Nazarene. Maybe the story all year.
Definitely. Micah Spate coming into the half. 4 points, 4 straight points for him. Doing a good job now, up to 11 points on the day.
45-33 lead for the Crimson Storm. We're just 3 minutes into the second half. Landsman spins, fires, blocked by Quaylen Newton again. Landsman gets it back on the left side, dumps it up and under. Can't get it out of bounds. Defense, the name of the game for the Crimson Storm here early in the second half. 45-34 lead for Southern Nazarene.
SNU's already got 2 blocks in this half in the first 3 minutes. They had 4 all in the first half. That's already 6 blocks for the game.
Gonna have to watch Quaylen Newton with his 3 fouls early. They let him play here early, but man, he's done a great job. They throw it up to Starkey. He's fouled, and that's gonna be 2 quick fouls on Landsman here in the second half. Landsman now with his second foul.
Landsman is definitely not having a career game today. He is struggling mightily in this game. 1 for 10, shooting 10%, 1 for 5 from three-point range. He is 4 for 4 from the free throw line, though.
And that one looked like maybe a frustration foul.
Definitely.
Back to the 2-3 zone. Dunn right side, dumps it inside to Starkey. Starkey inside, fakes it, kicks it back out. Maybe he could have had a little bit of a, a 12-foot shot there, but he's not, that's not out of his range to shoot that little short jumper right there.
Definitely could have even drove in the lane and tried to get Landsman for another foul, being his third on the day.
I think that's what maybe they were telling him to do, is take it at him.
His Landsman struggling. You saw the last one, maybe out of frustration. Maybe he would have done the same thing there, just trying to stop Starkey from scoring.
Inbound it with 7 seconds left on the shot. 5 seconds left. Dumps it inside to Newton. Newton throws it up to Starkey for the alley-oop. 47-34, and Southern Nazarene's got it rolling here in the second half. Inside to Danielson. He spins. Gets his own rebound, misses, goes back up, and fouled by Quaylen Newton. That's his fourth.
And he will be heading to the bench after that foul.
He'll be on the bench for a while. Good fake by Danielson. That was a great take by Danielson. Spin through, being aggressive. You got to take it at Newton. Defensively been so strong now. Now he's got 4.
Definitely. Danielson was surrounded by 3 SNU defenders and just fakes jumping up, and all 3 of them jump up in the air at the same time. And, of course, going up when they come down, drawing the foul.
A team that, has as many blocks as Southern Nazarene does. They actually end up giving the foul to Jonathan Dunn, which, hey, I'll take it. Go ahead and get Newton out of there. I could have swore that one was Quaylen Newton. So the second foul on Dunn, second foul on the Crimson Storm here in the second half. Boy, Crimson Storm got away with that there. Newton with only 3. Go ahead and have him take a seat. He's going to get a breather here with coming up in 20 seconds with the media. R.J. Palmer comes in, so you got Spate, Dunn, Stevens, Starkey, and Palmer on the floor for the Crimson Storm. Trent, Danielson, Landsman so far on the floor for the Lopers, and a walk's going to be called on Stevens. Rorich as well as Burns on the floor for the Lopers, and that'll be the media. 16 minutes left to play here in the second half. First media timeout. We'll take it with them. Crimson Storm 11-point lead, 47-36. You're watching Crimson Storm basketball right here on SNUathletics.com. $16 minutes left to go. Southern Nazarene with 11-point lead. Let's see if they can hold on to that and keep the leading scorer for the Lopers, Trey Landsman, who was averaging 24.4 points a game off the scoreboard. Landsman so far was 7. So far he is 1 for 10 on the day, 1 for 5 from three-point range. Dumps it inside to Burns. Burns got it by Palmer. Left block up top to Trent. Now back up top to Rorich. Here's Trent left side. Trent so quick with the ball. Here's a 3 from Burns left side. Misses it. Rebound by Jonathan Dunn. Southern Nazarene has crashed the defensive glass tonight very well.
Definitely. SNU already has 25 rebounds in the game compared to 22 from Nebraska-Kearney. 7 offensive rebounds, 18 defensive rebounds.
Here's Dunn. Dumps it inside. Tries to get it to Starkey. Tipped out of bounds by Landsman. Dunn looked like he had a 15-foot shot, and I think Bohach is telling him to take that shot right there. Definitely.
Dunn's 3 from 5 from three-point range, 6 for 11 on the day. He should definitely be taking shots.
Throws it up to Starkey, and Starkey hammers it down on Landsman. Another alley-oop for Noah Starkey. Highlight reel, 49-36. Southern Nazarene playing as good as they've played early. It has been exciting basketball so far. Trent outside, up to Landsman. Landsman drives, left side. Starkey gets him with the knee, and to me, that's probably how they're going to try to pull Starkey away from the basket. Landsman's going to have a little bit of advantage when driving to the basket. Starkey's got to come out to guard him, and Landsman's going to try to take him to the hoop. Probably not a bad foul.
Yeah, Landsman's got that power in the lane. He's also got that three-point shot, as we've seen him already make one today.
Steal already by the Crimson Storm. Spate comes away with it, tries to race down. No numbers for Southern Nazarene. They'll reset and run a play. Johnson has it right side. I go ahead and give it to Starkey again. He backs it down. Spins. He's actually fouled, but Dunn will fire a three. That one hits the bottom of the net. Southern Nazarene pushes it to 16. 52-36, and Dunn calls his number again.
It's Dunn's third straight game with 4 3-pointers, as he's now 4 for 6 from the three-point line.
Here's Trent inside. He goes through. Landsman's got it. He fakes. He'll drive inside. He stopped. He actually walked, and they call it. Good defense by Southern Nazarene. I guess, all of Spade's height there, all 5'10" of him, and I think that may be a bit of a lie. Maybe have scared Landsman then.
Definitely. Spade's already got 5 steals in this game, doing a really good job at jumping and passing lanes.
Landsman has just got to be bad at his element. I kind of feel bad for the kid, but may have not played a team this good defensively this early. Palmer's got it just outside the three-point line. He misses. That's probably not the shot that Coach Bohach wants from R.J. Palmer. Left side over to Danielson. Danielson guarded by Dunn. Dunn right in his face. Up top to Landsman. Landsman over to Rorich. Rorich drives, pushes off. Gives it over to Trent. Trent inside. Dumps it down inside to Burns. Burns is fouled by Zach Johnson. Be his second team foul on the Crimson Storm.
Johnson's third personal foul this game.
13:47 left. Sorry.
Him and Newton both have 3.
Burns hits that one, 52-37. Hits the second one, 52. (52-38), 13:40 left. Spade has it left side.
Spate with a nice jumper from just inside the three-point shot for 2.
Spate makes it 54-38.
Puts him at 13 points on the day. Shooting 6 for 9, 1 from 1 from three-point range.
Danielson has it. He drives. Up top to Landsman. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Rorich has it. He drives the left side. He goes through. Stops, pulls about a 15-footer. Off the back of the rim, no good, into the hand of Edwards. No numbers. Edwards will have to pull it back. Up top to Spate. Gives it to Starkey. Starkey hands off to Spate. Spate left side. Into Starkey. Starkey inside the lane. Little floater. Gets it to go and rolls in. Good job by Noah Starkey.
Starkey's come out strong this second half. He's now 6 for 9, shooting 12 points after just having 4 in the half, so he's got 8 points this half.
I believe this is the biggest lead of the half for the Crimson Storm, up 18, 56-38. Oh, they call a block. Danielson goes through, and they call a block on Brady Mulkey.
Not only the biggest lead in the half, it also ties the biggest lead in the game at 18.
Boy, Southern Nazarene. So exciting to see the way they're playing. Folks, this is a good Nebraska-Kearney team, traditionally very tough in the MIAA. I know they're 2-3 on the year. They may still be out with one of their big guys. This is a team that last year went 20-10, 12-7 in conference. Won their opening game and got beat by Central Missouri, a team that made a pretty good run in the tournament last year. 56-40 down to 16. They go back to the press. SNU breaks the press pretty easy. Spade at the top of the key. Saw an opening gap. Thought of taking that three, but pulled it back and got back in the offense. Left side over to Dunn. Dunn's been kind of slipping. Don't know if that's wet spots on the floor, just not getting his feet set. Legal screen called on Jared Starkey. It'll be the 5th team foul on Crimson Storm, first on Starkey, I believe. So it was 10-2, I believe, in fouls in the first half. Now it's 5-2. So 15 fouls called on the Crimson Storm, 4 called on the Lopers. Not making assumptions, just giving fouls.
Fouls definitely becoming an issue as they've already allowed 20 free throws.
They'll call that one off as Luger touches it. That ball could have gone in. Luger cost him 2 points right there. It'll be immediate timeout. 11:52 left to play. SNU up 56-40. You're watching Crimson Storm basketball right here on SNUathletics.com. $11:52 left to play. It'll be Lane Rorich at the line for 2. 6'2", 180 senior out of Pierce, Nebraska. First one, kisses the front of the rim, but goes in. Hits the second one, 56-42. Rorich now 2 for 2 at the line. He's got 6 points. That one tipped as they go to a full court press. Go ahead, try to press Spate. Kicks it outside to Dunn. Dunn for 3. Oh, misses. Thought we were about to hit another one. 56-42. Here comes Danielson, tipped away by Edwards. Oh, they're going to call a walk. Thought they were going to call a foul. Another good defensive stand by SNU. Hands are so quick for the Crimson Storm when you talk about Spate and Edwards, even Dunn and even Palmer with some quick hands. And I mean, Zach Johnson, you talk about a kid that has improved so much in just 2 years. Started with the JV, got pulled up, I believe last year about halfway through the year, and has just completely improved, worked his butt off, and now he's actually getting quality minutes and contributing.
Definitely. Zach Johnson's already got 5 points this game, 1 steal, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. So he's definitely making his presence known out there.
Had 10 points the other night against Arkansas Monticello in that big win. Dunn has it, right side drives. Knocked away, good hands there by Danielson. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Storm will inbound it under their own basket. 11:17 to play. SNU with a 14-point lead, led by as much as 18. Believe an 18-point lead in either half.
Definitely, both halves.
Here's Dunn right side, and Q, got hit from behind. Not sure what happened. Fire a 3. Dunn hits a 3, and Q comes up lame, but looks like he's walking. May have been an ankle or something. He got hit down low, fell, and then got hit from behind. Go ahead and get him maybe. We'll see if he needs a quick sub or not, but he walks down. I don't know if he got hit on the knee or the ankle.
Yeah, Newton went down, ended up knocking down a Looper player, leaving Jonathan Dunn wide open for the 3, which he just drained. So now he's got 5 threes on the day, 5 for 8.
Good screen.
21 points. We will take it.
Danielson has it over right side, over to Jewell. Jewell drives, fakes, over to Luger. Luger just fires. That kid's got a quick trigger. Just takes him 2 seconds. All he needs is a quick look. Austin Luger, the freshman from Alliance, Nebraska. Here's Edwards, fires a 3, and he misses. Edwards having a little bit of a cold streak tonight. 59-45 lead for Southern Nazarene. 10:37 left to play.
Yeah, Luger has 3 threes already this game, 11 points.
All off the bench. Up top to Danielson. Storm still in a man-to-man. Danielson drives right side, goes up, blocked by Newton. Quaylen Newton with a defensive side and got it to go off of Danielson. Danielson can't believe it. Johnson and Noah Starkey will check back in. So as we reset the floor for the Crimson Storm, it's Newton, Spate, Johnson, Dunn, and Starkey. On the floor for the Lopers is Rorich, Danielson, Jewell, Burns, and Luger. Crimson Storm break the press. Back over to Newton. 17 on the shot. Here's Johnson, top of the key. Back over to Spate, right side. Comes off a right screen. Backs it out. Dunn, top side. Comes off a Newton screen. Here's Dunn, dumps it inside to Starkey. Starkey spins off his right shoulder and lays it in with an easy 2. Halfway through the second half, Crimson Storm back to a 16-point lead. They lead 61-45. Up top to Burns. Burns dumps it into Luger. Luger strong. I think he got hit in the eye. Oh, that hurt. I think he got poked in the eye by Starkey. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Boy, I hope he's okay. Boy, he got hit hard. We'll see if he's okay and give him a break to catch his breath. Take a pause here. Make sure he's okay. See what they're going to call. They're going to go ahead and let him sub in. Now, when a player goes out, you get to pick who shoots the free throw, as Southern Nazarene does, and they're going to put Burns on the line. And I'm sure it's a total accident, obviously, but they called that on. Should have been called on Noah Starkey. I mean, correct? They put that on
Micah Spate. They just changed
it
to
Micah
Micah Spate.
Okay, so they called that on Spate. So Spate's third, team 7th. Because they had Jared Starkey up on the board, and I didn't know if they put it up there or not. So they call that on Spate, his third. Might want to check that for the Crimson Storm. Here's Newton. Bounce pass over to Johnson. Now back out to Spate. Spate looking for Starkey inside. Spate will fire a 3. Look what I found. Spate for 3 from the outside. Back to an 18-point lead. Micah Spate, 2 for 2 from deep. He's now got 16, 3 players in double figures for the Crimson Storm.
Micah Spate shot that over Landsman, and Landsman is just not having a game at all, getting dunked on by Noah Starkey and shooting 1 from 10 from the field. He is just not having a game at all.
Spate almost came up with a steal, tipped it out of bounds. 8:58 left to play. Southern Nazarene has just pretty much controlled the whole second half. They withstood the run from Nebraska-Kearney. You know, you didn't know what was going to happen when they got it back, tied it up. You know, could it have been a game? And Southern Nazarene has just answered the bell here in the second half.
The only big reason why Nebraska-Kearney stayed in this game for so long is for the free throws. They are 17 for 24 on free throws compared to SNU's 0 for 3. You have Landsman 4 for 4 and Danielson 7 for 7 from the line.
Big charge right there by Quaylen Newton. Takes a great charge, and I mean, the defensive story just keeps getting better and better for Southern Nazarene.
Newton has 5 blocks in the game, and Spate has 5 steals. Anytime you can have a guy with 5 blocks, another guy with 5 steals, 8 blocks on the game, and 10 steals on the game, you're going to have a great game defensively. You
know, usually I'm looking up stats while you guys are doing the broadcast, and normally I'm writing the stories. I don't even have to look at stats. That's a career high for Quaylen Newton for blocks, hands down. 5 blocks for Q. Great night for Southern Nazarene. 1 front press, actually, but yeah, 1-2-2 press for Nebraska-Kearney, and Southern Nazarene breaks it easily. Southern Nazarene has handled the press so far very well early this year. Ooh, Starkey actually handles a great pass. Oh, look at this. What a great pass. And a quick alley-oop from Starkey to Newton. That's a great little combination there, not one you hear often. Great play. Southern Nazarene takes its biggest lead of the night. That's 66-46. Oh, Zach Johnson almost came up with a steal, but gives up a 3 right there by Lane Rorich. 66-49. One of just 6 threes on the night for Nebraska-Kearney. 66-49, 8 minutes left to play. Dunn has it, top of the key. Now goes to the right side. He'll fire along two. Goes off the back of the rim, no good. Trent will come out running. Trent comes across top of the key. Right side. Here's Burns for three. No good. Hit the rim twice and bounced out. Just unlucky shooting night for the Lopers.
They're shooting only 33% in this game, 13 for 39, and 6 from 18 from three-point range.
Boy, Spate, shake and bake. A little two from the left side. Got to get back quickly on defense, though, as Southern Nazarene beat back quick. A.J. Jackson with a lay-in. What a great move, though, by Micah Spate. Maybe get a timeout here. Nope. Thought we might get a timeout with Spate picking it up in the backcourt. Picks it back over to Spate. 17-point lead, 7 minutes left. Just got to take care of business here if you're Southern Nazarene. Don't make mistakes. Take good shots and should be able to handle this. Oh, see, what'd I just say, a turnover. We'll get a media, though, right here. 6:56 left to play. Southern Nazarene up 17, 68-51. You're watching Crimson Storm basketball right here on SNUathletics.com.
And we're back here at the Sawyer Center. SNU leading 68-51. 6:51 left in the second half.
Rorich will have it upside. Oh, thanks, Chandler, for taking that over. Been sick this week, so trying to take care of some sickness here. Normally I'm not on the broadcast, but with no students here, with pretty much everybody going back, I'm glad Chandler decided to stick around. Hey, you got a little treat here with Southern Nazarene is playing as well as they are.
Definitely. It's a great game to watch. SNU's playing great offensively and defensively.
Landsman at the line, 1-1. Rattles home the first one. So 8 fouls already called on the Crimson Storm here in the second half. So what is that? So it's 5 now, 18-5 on the total foul count called, and he misses it. So, but even though a lot of fouls have been called on the Crimson Storm, Lopers haven't taken advantage.
Yeah, they're 18 for 26 on the free throws, 69%. They're definitely missing some free opportunities to get back in this game.
6:36 left to play, 68-52. Stevens will inbound and over to Johnson. Back to it. Looks like a two-front press now. They quickly get it across half court. Try to trap in that corner. Southern Nazarene's just a hard team to trap. Great ball handlers. Johnson comes across top of the key. Back across, stops. Tries to shake somebody down inside to Palmer. Palmer's got an advantage here. Outside to Johnson. Johnson fakes the three, drives inside. Up and under, lays it off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound goes into the hands of Landsman. He'll quickly get up. Guarded by Palmer, goes inside. Euro step through, off the glass, and good. Great move there by Landsman.
That is his first field goal from the field this half. He's now 2 for 11 with 10 points.
Cut it down to 14, under 6 to play. A little bit of life now for the Lopers. Trying to get things going here on the road. Spade has it inside to Palmer. Palmer steps in, drives in the lane, off the glass, and gets it to go. Can't get that far back off of him. He's going to make you pay as he drives to the hole. Good move by Palmer. Quickly, here's Danielson. Danielson fakes. Shoots a three, can't get the foul. Try to get it. Spate did a good job of keeping his hands up and getting back. That was actually a great fake by Danielson. Stevens skip pass over. Great steal by Danielson, though. Boy, I tell you this, I do like watching Mr. Danielson play. Hustles all the time, makes good moves. Up and under, can't get it to go for Trent. I tell you this, I do like watching this Kearney team. They've got a lot of pieces to be very tough. It just seems like they need to take the lid off the rim because that's about the only thing. They're getting good looks. They've got, like I said, great pieces. Trent runs the point extremely well. Landsman, you could tell obviously by his stats, the kid can put up some points night in, night out. And then they've also got some other pieces off the bench and a great surrounding crew.
Definitely the big numbers here is Landsman is 2 of 11 from the field and Danielson's 1 from 7 from the field. So if them two would start making their shots, they would be right in this game with SNU.
I mean, that's all it is. I mean, and I don't know if it's just the Sawyer Center or just, like I said, maybe some fatigue from travel. But, I mean, if I'm a fan of this Kearney team, I'm thinking this has got to be one of the most unusual things, a fluke night. But, man, then again, on the other side, as a Crimson Storm fan, you got to go, this is what they did against Monticello. This is what they did against Southern Arkansas. This Southern Nazarene defense is just suffocating.
Definitely. It doesn't help with Jonathan Dunn and Micah Spate putting up big numbers. Jonathan Dunn with 21 points and Micah Spate with 18.
Dumps it inside to Starkey. Starkey tries to find Quaylen Newton across and can't get it tipped out of bounds. Good look by Noah Starkey, but got to get a little tougher and try to have that touch. It was a good look, good find. Just got to be able to hit him there. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. We're under 5 minutes left to play. SNU still with a 14-point lead. Dunn fakes, shoots a little 12-footer, gets that one to fall. That's a good bucket late as Southern Nazarene pushes it back to 16. Outside is Rorich for three, and you can tell they like to fire it from deep. Down to 13. Here's Johnson. Johnson races it up, gives it up to Dunn. Dunn goes up and under. Woo! What a move by Dunn. Sweet little kiss off the glass, pushes it back to 15. Here's Trent outside. Trent spins inside, goes up. Oh, they're going to call the foul. Who are they going to call it on? If they call that on Newton, I'm going to be a little bit surprised. Oh, they call that on Quaylen Newton. He went straight up, and you see Coach Ballhotch saying don't jump, but, man, I don't know if that's an NBA thing or if that's, something that I'm used to watching in certain games, but you're supposed to be able to, your room if you go straight up. But, I mean, it was a great move by Trent. Give him credit for taking it right to the defense. He is a tough guard to handle. He's so quick, real shifty. Southern Nazarene's done a pretty decent job handling him tonight.
He is 4 from 5 from the field, shooting 4 from 6 from free throws. So he's got 12 points, and he's just done a really good job of maneuvering around this SNU defense and just putting the ball up on the glass.
Here comes Spate. They quickly break it into the half court. They call the foul on A.J. Jackson. You try to say that wasn't a foul. And that's got a foul. You got to give the guy freedom of movement, That's a great job by Zach Johnson. Probably sell a little bit. They inbound it in the backcourt. 74-61 lead by Southern Nazarene, 4:14 to play. Maybe just try to get to this media, get the last, break, and then maybe sit on your timeouts and try to give breathers and hold on to this lead. Into Newton, tries to dump it inside to Starkey. Starkey can't handle the pass. I don't know if he was held down or it was just a bad pass by Newton. Either way, it's a turnover.
These last 4 minutes, SNU needs to keep down the turnovers and keep down the penalties as they now have 10 for the half, so we'll be shooting free throws every time they foul.
We'll take the last media of the night. 3:55 left to play, 74-61. You're watching Crimson Storm basketball right here on SNUathletics.com. Back here inside the Sawyer Center. 3:55 left to play. Southern Nazarene will inbound it in the backcourt. 74-61 lead for the Crimson Storm, led by as much as 20. They've cut it down here now to 13. Crimson Storm has done a great job defensively, and again, that's been the story early so far this season.
The only problem with their defense so far has been the personal fouls in the paint, allowing 30 free throws already this game.
Here's Spade inside to Dunn. Dunn drives inside, gets it blocked away by Trent. Dunn looks like he could have got inside quickly, but good defensive play right there by Trent. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Going to have to get a quick one. 3:30, they try to inbound it, give it to Dunn. Dunn with 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, here's Dunn for a quick fade away. Can't get it to go, and that should have been a shot clock violation, and it is. Dunn tried to sell a foul, but couldn't get a shot off. Good defense there by Nebraska-Kearney. 3:23 left to play. Southern Nazarene just needs to get a few stops. If they can get a few stops, they'll be fine with a 13-point lead. And got to hit free throws down the stretch. Here's Trent. Over to Rorich. Back up to Trent. Trent looks at a three. Doesn't get it. Now drives right side. Goes through the lane. Here's Rorich. Rorich will fake. Drives left side. Tries to get an easy two. Can't get it to go. May have been touched. Into Landsman. Landsman blocked by Starkey. Great block by Noah Starkey right there as Landsman was looking for an easy two. 3 minutes left to play. SNU with a 74-61 lead.
Landsman continues to struggle this game. 2 for 12 now, 1 for 5 from three-point range. The only thing keeping him his points up is his free throws. He's hit 5 for 6. He's got 10 points.
They call a foul on Danielson as they get to 6 fouls. They're going to have to at least they wanted to get that one foul to get it to 6, so now the next foul being bonus for Southern Nazarene. You got to get it to that point so you know when you could start fouling and get them to the free throw line. Starkey at the high post. Going to hand it off to Dunn. Dunn fake inside. Oh, what a whip pass into Starkey. Starkey is hammered, and he'll go to the line for 2. Danielson wanted a foul on somebody else.
Starkey's got 14 points for the day, 7 for 10, shooting 70%. He's 0 for 2 on his free throws, so let's see if he can knock down these two and shoot 50% from the free throw line. SU still looking for its first free throw made.
There we go. First free throw of the night for Southern Nazarene. This is a team that's actually shot pretty well on the year from the field. So SNU is now 1 for 4. Haven't got to the line very much tonight. That's just the 4th free throw, now the 5th. And Starkey hits back-to-back. Team that's shooting over 70%, at the line. 76-61, 15-point lead. Southern Nazarene has just got to sit on this and hopefully can get out of here with an easy win. Boy, Starkey got hammered from behind there over the back. They don't call it. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lopers. Shot clock a reset, 2:33 left. Dumps it inside. Into McGrath. Now, that was the guy they were expecting, I think, to play a little bit. That's what I was told by Mahoney. I'm not quite sure who they were talking about. Oh, he slips and falls. Zach Johnson dives on the ball, tries to get it. What a job by Zach Johnson. And it'll go to the Crimson Storm. That'll go down as a steal.
What a great effort there by Zach Johnson, diving for that ball, just sliding right underneath the defender and getting his hands on it for the jump ball.
Boy, that's what a type of player Zach Johnson brings you off the bench. When you can have energy like that off the bench, boy, as a starter, anybody else sitting on the bench, boy, you're just excited to see a guy with that type of hustle, that type of intensity. And that's the type of intensity they've been having in practice. When you can have that type of intensity in practice, the only thing you hope for is no injuries.
Definitely. SNU's played a really great game. Zach Johnson now with 2 steals. SNU with 11 on the game.
SNU can really extend the lead here with 2 minutes left. Push it back out at least by 18 if they can get a quick bucket here. Really what you want to do here is just run a little bit more time off the clock. I got it under 2 minutes now here. Newton thought about a 3. 10 seconds, dumps it inside to Starkey. Just let him go to work. Starkey picks up his dribble, finds Newton. What a great pass. Newton hits. 78-61. SNU leads. Timeout Crimson Storm. 1:48 left. SNU pushes it to 17.
There's that pairing, Starkey to Newton. Again, we saw one nice pass earlier from Starkey to Newton. So another nice pass from Starkey. Newton just putting it home. Give SNU a 78-61 lead here late in the second half.
We've been giving Noah a hard time a little bit. I jokingly called him frying pan hands the other day because having a little issues with catching the ball down in the post. Just kind of kidding, but boy, he's had some touch tonight with the passes. good eyes and good touch. He's hit Newton 2 or 3 times, and it's been beautiful passes.
Yeah, Noah Starkey has 3 assists today, 6 rebounds, 16 points, 7 for 10 down there in the paint. He's doing a great job getting the ball down there and getting the points in the paint.
Boy, Southern Nazarene has just been in control from start to finish in the second half. Just get out and run and forcing turnovers. So far on the night, turnovers for Nebraska-Kearney is 16. SNU has just turned the ball over 10 times. That already is an equation for a great game.
Definitely. And the points off turnover, SNU is leading that category again, 16 compared to the 12 points. So SNU is doing a really good job at getting points off those turnovers that they get. The steals from Micah Spadis, he has 5 for the day, 2 for Zach Johnson.
78-61 lead for the Crimson Storm. It's just a matter of time at this point. Don't do stupid things. Don't turn the ball over. You know, make Kearney come get you and foul. Just run time off the clock at this point.
Definitely. SNU needs to watch out for their fouls as they are in the bonus now. So SNU needs to try to not foul as much.
Tries to lob that one in, tipped around into the hands of Trent. He lays that one in. Cuts it down to 15, 78-63. They'll go to a press, hands it into Johnson. Back to Palmer. Palmer will bring it up. Bounce pass into Coleman Edwards. They call a blocking foul. It's a second foul on the same thing on A.J. Jackson. Jackson's trying to draw the charge there, but what I think he's missing is you've got to give that guy at least one step before you can get that. He's right up on the guy, and it's going to be a blocking foul every time, especially in that area. Edwards will go to the line to shoot 1-1.
See if SNU can bring up their free throw percentage, shooting only 40%, 2 for 5.
Edwards' first time at the line tonight and hits the first. That's his first points of the night. Make that 8 now in the books for the Crimson Storm. 8 players have scored, so sharing the wealth a little bit tonight. Misses that one into the hands of Burns. Trent kicks it outside. Burns looking for Jackson. Jackson for 3, gets that one to go. 79-66. Down to 13 again. Up top to Palmer. Almost got a walk there. They get it across half court. Now minute 5 to play. We'll see if Nebraska-Kearney goes to fouls, and they may not. Now it's just a matter of time. Under a minute to play, and Southern Nazarene may get out of this one. Moving 4-0 for the first time since 2014-15. Inside to Edwards. Edwards almost lost it. Dips it into Mulkey. Mulkey throws it in with the left hand. 15-point lead under a minute to play.
Looked like the ball just slipped out of Edwards' hand there. And
look at Zach Johnson again with the quick hands, but Edwards can't hold on to it as Trent comes up with a steal. Up quickly. Off the back of the rim is Jewell. Jewell can't get it. Palmer comes down with a rebound. Into Jackson. They call a foul. Palmer will go to the line. Foul's going to be called on Trent. And Southern Nazarene is going to move to 4-0.
Nice start here, especially heading into that 4-game or 6-game road trip. So building the nice momentum for that road trip.
The wins just get more impressive, but the tests are coming, let me tell you. Southern Nazarene goes on the road. They go to Oklahoma Christian on Saturday. Oklahoma Christian is 0-4, and that is a very deceiving 0-4. It is always tough when you go play the Eagles over in the Eagles' nest. And then they go back, make that trip out to Arkadelphia where they play Henderson State and Ouachita. That is never an easy trip down in Arkadelphia. Then they go play at Southeastern, go all the way down to Durant. So you got 3 conference games on the road, so the test will happen. 3 no good, rebound to Trent. Trent has it. 18 seconds left, just a matter of time now. Trent fires a 3. No good. Into the hands of Palmer. He loses it. Foul and 1 for Weston Baker McGrath. He hits the 2. He'll go to the line for 1. So back to the schedule. Then SNU goes up to Oral Roberts for an exhibition. That'll be a fun game to go up and see. And then they close out 2017 at UCO. Again, always a tough program in Division II is Central Oklahoma. So they've got some road tests, and we'll see how good Southern Nazarene really is when they step out on the road. Misses the free throw into the hands of Palmer, and that'll do it. Clock ticks down. Southern Nazarene moves to 4-0 on the year. Big win for the Crimson Storm. They take it the final 83-68 for Southern Nazarene. Great way to end the home schedule for for 2017 will not come back inside the Sawyer Center until 2018 on January 4th. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with final stats. Again, final score, Southern Nazarene 83, Nebraska-Kearney 68. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Again, final score, Southern Nazarene moves to 4-0 on the year. 83-68 win. Let's go over some final stats. First for the Crimson Storm. Leading scorer on the night is Jonathan Dunn. 10 of 19 from the field, 5 of 8 from three-point range. He's got 25, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. One of 3 players for the Crimson Storm in double figures. Micah Spates got 18, 8 of 11 from the field, 2 for 2 from three-point range, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Noah Starkey was 16 on the night. He's 7 of 10 from the field, 6 rebounds. He's also got 3 assists. Quaylen Newton finished with a career-high 5 blocks, added 8 points, 4 of 5 from the field. He also had 3 rebounds. R.J. Palmer had 6 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 0 for 1 from three-point range, 2 of 3 from the line. He's got 5 rebounds. Coleman Edwards also had a point off the bench, 0 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 at the line. Zach Johnson, 5 points off the bench, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. And Brady Mulkey had 4 points off the bench, 2 of 4 from the field, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Crimson Storm shoot a very high percentage, 54.7%. 54.7% from the field, 35 of 64, 8 of 16 from three-point range. 50% from outside of the arc. Dunn leading the way there, going 5 for 8 again from three-point range. Crimson Storm just go to the line 9 times. 8 of those came in the second half. Had not hit a free throw until Noah Starkey hit his. They were 0 for 3, and the Crimson Storm finish 5 for 8, so hit their final 5 for 9, so hit 5 of their final 4 free throws. Only shoot 55.6% at the line, but only went to the line 9 times. Over on the side of Nebraska-Kearney, 4 players in double figures. Rorich with 12. He was 4 of 7 from the field, 2 for 3 from three-point range, 2 of 2 at the line. He had 2 rebounds. Leading scorer was Trent. He had 15, 5 of 9 from the field, 5 of 7 at the line. He also had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a block, and 2 steals. Great night for Yeshua Trent. 10 points also from Landsman and Danielson. Landsman struggled, came in averaging over 20 points a game, 2 of 12 from the field, 1 for 5 from three-point range, 5 of 6 from the line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. A steal also for Landsman. Danielson, 1 for 7 from the field, 1 for 4 from three-point range, 7 of 7 at the line. 5 rebounds as well as 3 assists, a block, 2 steals. 10 points again on the night. Jackson had 5 off the bench. Baker McGrath was 2 off the bench. Luger came in hot off the bench with 8 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 for 3 from three-point range, 0 of 2 at the line. Julian Burns also had 3 points off the bench. Kearney struggled from the field, 19 of 53 from the field, 35.8%, 8 of 24 from three-point range, 33.3%. Got to the line 31 times tonight, 22 of 31. Some other team stats. Southern Nazarene scored 16 points off of 17 turnovers by Nebraska-Kearney. SNU, on the other hand, turned the ball over just 11 points, but gave up 12 points off of those turnovers. SNU just destroyed Nebraska-Kearney in the paint, 38-20. Nebraska-Kearney had a good night off the bench, 21 points off the bench. SNU, with 16 points off of the bench. SNU with 8 blocks. I believe that is a season high. Nebraska-Kearney with 3 on the board. Southern Nazarene, 27 boards, 8 of those offensive for the Crimson Storm. Again, final score, 83-68. Southern Nazarene wins. They move to 4-0 on the year. Best start under Adam Bohach is 5-0, and that was in the 2014-15 season. One more win will push them to that spot. When we come back, we'll talk with a Jonathan Dunn and Adam Bohach. You're watching Crimson Storm basketball right here on SNUathletics.com. David Noblet back here on SNUathletics.com. I'm here with Jonathan Dunn, leading scorer of the night. Had 25 on the night. 83-68 win for the Crimson Storm. Jonathan, just to kind of take me through this night, you guys knew, kind of had a good scouting report. This team was going to be one of the tougher teams you guys play all year. You guys came out and answered the bell.
Yes, sir. We knew what we practiced for it. We practiced for it. We were ready for it. We came together as a team, and we executed as a team. Nobody was left out. Talking, that's one of our biggest things. We emphasize talking and try to minimize on the turnovers. You
talk about talking and communicating. How big is that on the defensive end? Because to me, the early and kind of maybe I won't say surprising, because maybe not surprising for you guys on the defensive end, but maybe that was something, maybe it was an unknown for some of us outside the program, how good you guys are going to be defensively.
Yes, sir. That's something we try to pride ourselves on, defense. That's something that we want to get better at, and that's something we're trying to be at the top at. That when people come in here, they know that we're going to lock down defensively.
On the defensive side, a lot of it is just effort, just keeping guys in front of you. How much of that comes into practice and being good defensively?
Every time. It's always in practice. That's where it's at. That's where it's at.
Talk about on the offensive side now, 25 points on the night. Obviously, you and Micah and everybody else, it looked like even Noah was seeing the floor well. Yeah, I think Noah over here had a few assists, found Q quite a few times. So talk about what you guys did on the offensive side tonight.
We spaced out. We knew where everybody needed to be. Like we say in practice, we executed every day. We walked through the play saying every day, and we know what we need to do.
You guys get ready to hit the road. It'll be a little bit of a long road stretch. It'll be a good challenge for you guys. Talk about what you guys looking forward to as you guys hit the road.
We're looking forward to see how we play on the road. See if we can play our basketball game on the road. That's the biggest challenge that we can do. Yes, sir.
All right, appreciate it, man. Great game. Good job tonight. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be head coach Adam Bohach. You're watching Crimson Storm basketball right here on SNUathletics.com. David Noblet alongside head coach Adam Bohach. And, Coach, great game plan tonight. And, boy, you guys came out firing. You guys withstood that run. You had a 17-0 run to start the game, and then they made that run back, and you guys just held strong, came out in the second half and put them away.
Yeah, I was concerned there. You know it's never going to be that easy, or the game's not going to continue on that trajectory. And so it took us a while, and they switched to the zone, and that threw us off for a little bit, but was proud of how the guys kind of responded and got our legs back underneath us and played, I thought, pretty good defense the entire night, and especially there in the second half.
And you've probably known this. I mean, you're with these guys every night. But I think that's what I was talking with Jonathan about. It's kind of I don't say surprise, but maybe an unknown for those of us outside the program, how good defensively you guys are. Talk about where that's coming from. And, I mean, it's obviously in practice and effort.
Yeah, a bunch of it, David, is having the big fella underneath the basket. And, you can't overstate that. And so the rest of us are just trying to serve one another and help one another. But a big factor of that is having Noah underneath the basket.
Talk about Noah a little bit. I mean, did a great job tonight. I mean, offensively as well. Never got really too much shook. And, sometimes he's maybe had little problems handling the basketball at times under the basket. But tonight, did a great job finding guys when he got doubled and making the right decision.
Yeah, I was really proud of that. You're exactly right. The second half, they started doubling him, and I think he had 3 assists almost consecutively there. One for Jonathan for a 3 and maybe Quaylen for a layup and maybe Quaylen for a second layup. Something like that, and so that was really good growth on his part. But Noah guarded Trey Landsman for the majority of the night, and Landsman a week ago had 43 on the road, and so he's really a good player and a tough matchup for Noah, and I thought Noah did a really good job on him.
Oh, defensively, man, Landsman was 2 for 12, 1 for 5 from three-point range, and Landsman was having to pull Noah out. And Noah did a good job, like you said, keeping him out, off the perimeter, didn't get in a ton of foul trouble. Yep. Just a great job. Talk about the job that Dunn does. I mean, Dunn just seems like every night just comes out and just gives you what you need. And you guys did a great job in that zone. You tried to look like you had work it inside a little bit, inside out, and you guys got looks all night.
Yeah, I thought Jonathan played well. We got Kearney's without a really good player, an all-conference player. One of their guards has yet to be able to play this season, and so that was a big part of tonight as well. Is Isaiah McKay is an all-league player and really good and makes their team a whole lot better. But I think Jonathan's getting better and he's growing. And I thought tonight off the ball screen he found guys a couple times and had some really good passes. And when he starts to add that to the game, he's going to be even more difficult for people to guard.
Coach, a great start. You guys are 4-0 to start the year. All these games have been at home. You get ready to go on the road. What's going to be the challenge for you guys as you guys get ready? You got 6 games on the road if you want to count that exhibition at Oral Roberts.
Certainly. I'm really excited to see if we're tough and if we're mature and how tough and how mature. Being at home is fool's gold a lot of times. And so you find out, about your character and your toughness when you go on the road. And so I'm looking forward to seeing, how we respond to that. And I think that this group will continue to grow and that we have the makings of a group that could be a good team on the road.
All right, Coach, great win, 4-0 to start the year. Happy Thanksgiving, and good luck as you guys head out to OC over at the Eagles Nest on Saturday.
Awesome. Thanks, David.
Well, again, final score, 83-68, Southern Nazarene takes the win. For Chandler Stivers, I'm David Noblet. Thanks again, Coach Bohach. Have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving.